is doing to support the tourism sector in Wales through Visit Wales and other initiatives. The UK announced a £15 million investment for Venue Cymru and the Newport Transporter Bridge. These are two key projects that will help boost the tourism and culture sector in Wales.
I thank her for her answer. The tourism and hospitality sector in the UK is one of the most heavily taxed in Europe. Will she press the Chancellor to reduce the tax burden in this area to help drive local economies that rely on tourism in Wales and in constituencies like mine on the Isle of Wight?
I would gently remind the gentleman opposite that his party in government put the highest tax burden in 70 years on the people and businesses of this country, leaving a £22 billion black hole that we have had to try and sort out.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. More than 40 countries and holiday destinations around the world have introduced a form of visitor levy, including Greece, Amsterdam, Barcelona and California. So can the Secretary of State outline the work she is doing with the Welsh Government to support our vital tourism industry?
The honourable member has one of the most beautiful constituencies in Wales, and I know tourism is very critical for his local economy. Indeed, probably tourism remains the only way to see a Conservative MP in Wales after the general election. The visitor levy is set to raise up to £33 million for tourism sector across Wales. Last week, Conservatives in the Senedd voted to block £15.6 million in support for Welsh tourism.
Secretary of State, Minister Davis.
Sadly, there will be no more Easter family fun at Oakwood. They've made it clear that their final demise after COVID was Labour's looming tourism tax, job tax and sky-high business rates from the Senedd, meaning it's all over. Mr. Speaker, how many more tourist and hospitality businesses need to tell the UK government that their close signs will be going up and staying up due to decisions made by the Treasury? Will this Secretary of State stand up for businesses and jobs in Wales who know they are being taken for the worst ride possible, frankly even more vomit-inducing than megaphobia, by this government of broken promises?
Last week, her colleagues in the Senedd voted against extra money for tourism. They did. Now, maybe she should have a conversation with Darren Miller in the Senedd, her colleague, but I don't think they're having that sort of conversation at the moment because they're still arguing about who's leading the Tories in Wales.
Douglas McAllister. Question number 6, please, Mr. Speaker.
Secretary of State.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I regularly meet with the First Minister to discuss a wide range of matters, including NHS waiting lists. The latest data shows positive progress in reducing long waiting times and the size of the waiting list, thanks to investment by both the UK and Welsh governments.
Douglas McAllister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm appalled to hear that Plaid Cymru voted against £600 million extra investment to bring down NHS waiting lists in Wales. But I'm afraid to say this is a familiar story for our Scottish members. Does the Secretary of State agree with me that nationalist parties will always prioritise niche constitutional distractions over delivering priorities for working families, what they need and what they deserve?
Mr. Speaker, I couldn't agree more with my honourable friends, and Plaid Cymru members are going to have to explain to their constituents why they voted against £600 million extra for the NHS last week, blocking crucial funding reaching our hospitals, NHS staff and patients in Wales.
Jim Shannon.
Mr. Speaker, Minister, one of the issues for the waiting lists in Wales, as it is in all of the United Kingdom, are those who have been waiting for diabetes diagnosis, number one, and then the treatment. There used to be in Westminster a strategy that encompassed just not England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. Would the Minister support a similar strategy for the 4 regions together to address the issue of diabetes and what it's doing to this country?
I thank the honourable gentleman for his question. Can I just say nations and regions rather than just regions? But I'm very happy to have a discussion with him outside the chamber about that.
Question number 7, please, Mr. Speaker.
Minister.
Our United Kingdom is going from